To have got this far, our semi-finalists have already faced our Gladiators twice. They've gone through about 10 events, and they've had to put themselves through 2 grueling eliminators.
4 contenders. 2 will go through. All of them backstage, they know only 2 will go through. It's getting tougher and tougher. At stake, those fantastic prizes. Ollie, just remind us again what they are.
Well, this year we thought we'd be generous. We're giving away prize money worth £14,000. And each of our champions will drive away one of these fabulous four-wheel drive off-the-road vehicles.
So, let's meet our 4 semi-finalists. They are...
Eunice Huthart.
And Erika Rogerson. It's nice to see you brought half of Liverpool with you. Now, last time I saw you, you said at the end of the Eliminator, this is just getting one step closer to your dream.
Yeah, that's right, Erika. Every step closer I'm getting. It's coming to a big dream, something that I was born for.
Now, what do you fancy your chances tonight?
Well, I've got events that I'd like to have. All the contact games, they're what I like, Powerball, Pursuit, stuff like that, so I'm hoping I can do it. Poleaxe, I'm a little bit worried about. I'm just going to focus on it and go on it if I can.
Absolutely. Well, I hope Lady Luck's smiling on you tonight. Eunice Huthart.
Erika, you're that close. Do you feel like you can do it?
Well, when you're out there training and you're running up those hills and you're cycling up those hills, you just imagine that Jeep parked at the top and it just gives you that extra bit of get up and go to go for it.
So what have you been doing since the last show?
Lots of training, lots of running up hills, lots of cycling, and lots of this.
Do you feel like you're under a lot of pressure?
Yeah, you'd think third show it'd be a piece of cake, but it gets more serious the closer you get, so it's really, really nerve-wracking, and I'm just going to give it my best shot.
Worried about any particular Gladiators?
Have to say it, Nightshade, she is the best, and she keeps cropping up there in front of me, so fingers crossed that she might not turn up tonight, but I doubt it.
Is there a way of combating it? Can you get away from her?
Yeah, you can just run that way.
Good idea. We'll see how you get on. Off you go. Get yourself ready. Let's hear it for Erika!
So let's meet our male semi-finalists tonight. They are Sam Kojo.
And Phil Campbell. Over!
Sam, it's nice to welcome you onto my side for once. How does it feel to be in the semis?
It feels great. It feels like just another show. That's what I'm going to look at it, take one event at a time and see how I do. Hopefully I'll try and score as much as possible so I can get a head lead this time.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, on the first eliminator, you were struggling against a bad ankle. The second one, you had a bad time disadvantage, and you provided us with an incredible eliminator.
I remember that. I don't want to go through it because it starts bringing my nerves and I start shaking again. I remember ringing my mum up and like, I think she must have been like beating the phone while I was talking to her. I was going, Mum, you're right. She goes, don't do that again. Don't do that, okay? Make sure this time you win. So this time I got to win nice and easy, all right?
Absolutely. Well, I can understand how she feels. Let's hear it for Sam Kojo.
Now, Phil Campbell. Do you realise, and I don't like to remind you, Phil, you are actually one of our eldest contenders. You're 34. Do you see any problems, any trouble in that?
Any trouble? There may be trouble ahead, but while there's music and dancing and love and romance, let's face the music and dance.
Unbelievable. Phil, you're obviously pretty nervous and you're worried.
Yeah, really, I mean, I'm fun and joking there, but inside I am like this. Yeah.
Well, Phil, you'll have plenty of time to calm yourself down. Get yourself ready, Phil. Off you go. Phil Campbell. Great song.
Well, tonight we're going to kick off our first semi-final with Powerball.
Eunice is using the red balls and Erika the blue. And guarding those 5 baskets is Lightning Jet and the deadly Nightshade!
2 points. Erica follows her example. Looks like these two have set their stalls out right at the start of the game. Erica with another 2, and Eunice. 2 runs, 2 scores. Eunice's 3rd run and 3rd score. The Gladiators not getting their tackles in. Or just as I say that, Eunice finally brought down by Nightshade, and then Erica brought down by Lightning, but not till after she scored, though. Eunice scores again. The Gladiators giving the girls too much room out there. You've got to close them down, just like Nightshade's done there. Jet, a good job on Eunice there. Oh, Lightning follows suit on Erica. Lightning and Nightshade double-teaming Eunice. But it takes only one jet to bring Erica down. Nightshade on Eunice. And there's the final whistle. The Gladiators finally got their act together about halfway through that event. In the replay, we can see Erica had a chance to get a centre basket, but goes for the easy option.
Erica, it's getting harder, isn't it, eh?
I hate that game still. I don't know, I'm just looking forward to the day when I don't ever have to do that again.
And you seem to be tackling, or your favourite gladiator was tackling you, Nightshade.
Surprise, surprise.
She's hard, she's difficult, isn't she? She's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, when you go down, you know when you go down, and well, you'll know, you know when you sort of fake an injury? You sort of go down going, oh, thinking, oh, she might take it easy next time, but she doesn't.
Oh, she doesn't. Erica, you got 6 points! Eunice, another tough cookie. How did you find that?
I found it tough. Definitely tough. I was getting bounced around like a bouncy ball in there. Definitely.
But you like the physical games, being kickbox champion. You're used to this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed them a lot more, definitely. I don't know what my score was, though.
You got 8 points! Well done! Lightning, 2 big girls. Do you find the commitment is getting more serious? They're more committed because they know they're just one place away from going to the finals?
Yeah, I think that puts a lot of pressure on them. They've come a long way to come and compete against the Gladiators, and they're doing very well up to now. I wish them all the luck in this game and the next when they get through.
Nightshade, you're making a bit of a reputation yourself. All the contenders are saying, we don't mind who we face as long as it's not the deadly Nightshade. Eh? What do you got to say?
Well, it's Hunter that nicknamed me Deadly, and it's because when I go in here, any game I play on Gladiators, my mission is to do my very, very best. And that means that if the contenders are going to take points off me, they're going to have to be very, very good. And particularly when I have the good fortune of playing with really, really awesome team, it's going to be difficult to get points off us.
Well, there's not many people who will meet you on a good day. Jet, the beautiful Jet. Everyone's favourite. Everyone loves the Jet. Do you find that hard? I mean, I've got to ask you, we have had injuries, we do wear safety equipment, but are you ever worried yourself that you might get injured?
Of course. I mean, that's part of the risk of being any athlete, any professional athlete, is going to be taking physical risks at any point during their training or performing. You've just got to work technically as best as you can and try to make sure that you know where your barriers are for injury. But yeah, it's always there, but it's that everybody's got it every day when they walk out of their home, I suppose. But
well, thankfully, we've had no injuries. Let's hear it for Jet, Lightning, and the deadly Nightshade!
The Gladiators celebrating with a double fly pass, keeping the girls down to a relatively low score. Eunice 8, Erica 6.
On to the men's event. Sam has got the red balls and Phil the blue. And protecting those baskets is Warrior, Trojan, and the awesome Shadow! Over to John Anderson.
Contenders ready! Gladiators ready! Three, two, one. Time to tussle with the muscle. Sam, like a greyhound out of the trap, scores, and Phil does too. The boys are going to have to rely on speed rather than strength here. Sam's done just that. Out-sprinted Shadow for another 2 points. Shadow on Phil. Oh, he backs out. Warrior floors Sam just by looking at him. Phil against Trojan and Warrior. Oh, takes the easy option. Tries the little basketball trick. Not quite in the same class as Big Shaq O'Neal, though. Shadow and Sam takes him down, and Phil nips in for another 2. Oh, it didn't like that. Warrior appeared to knock the basket away there, but Phil scores anyway. We'll look at that later. Shadow takes Phil out. Warrior and Trojan double-teaming Sam. Opens the door for Phil. Won't count, though. Took the ball from the same basket. Got to change ends before you score any points. Sam throws it, misses, and Phil very close to scoring another 2 points before the whistle. Taking another look at that incident with Warrior. Looking at the left of the picture, you'll see Warrior pull the basket away. In my book, that's a professional foul. Didn't stop Phil scoring, so justice was done in the end.
Sam, does it get any easier?
It doesn't get any easier at all. I think that's the hardest game that's going. And I think that's Warrior's game. He loves that game. I saw him earlier in the corridor. I was just trying to drink my water. He wanted to tackle me. But Warrior, I'm sorry I kept out of your way, mate. Maybe next time.
Is it possible to get a ball into the centre basket to score the maximum points?
It's possible. Maybe if you got one of the Jeeps, you might be able to make it, mate.
Well done, Sam. You got 4 points. Phil, enjoy it?
Yeah, I did enjoy it, I must admit. But play a lot of rugby, so I do like it. But I'll tell you what, there was one stage. I turned around, Trojan and Warrior in front of me, and I thought, there's just no way through. Tried to sidestep and then thought, take the safe option, go for the throw-up basket. So I'm sorry, Warrior, he didn't get to crush me.
Well done, Phil. 6 points! Deserve them. Let's hear it for our Gladiators! Trojan, Warrior, and the indestructible Shadow!
As Phil said, not a lot of crushing being done out there, and not a lot of scoring either. After one event, Sam's on 4, Phil's on 6.
Into event number 2, Pursuit. And Eunice and Erica are ready to go, but tonight they're going to be chased by Jet and Lightning. Over to John Anderson.
Contenders, you will go on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Eunice and Erica hit the snake beams. They fall off, they remount where they fell. Jet pursuing Eunice, Lightning pursuing Erica. Eunice in front at the moment. Oh, slip from Erica there. Eunice hits the hand ladder. Jet slipping. Lightning closing down the gap on Erica. Eunice taking the web trap very slowly but safely, whereas Erica's just trampling it down. Lightning's got a great technique on the web trap, which she demonstrates as she catches Erica. It's all about Jet and Eunice now. Oh, Jet misses her. Eunice, the first girl to complete this course. 0 for 10, breaks the tape. In the replay, we can see Erica just clears the wall. But Lightning takes her just at the last moment.
Did you think you were going to get away? I mean, you must have felt it. She was very close a couple of times.
She was very close on the beam over there. And then I legged it round the corner and I felt okay after that. But I just went too high over that wall.
Well, you've just had a little taste of what the Eliminator's like. Well done. Let's hear it for Erica!
Erica unlucky in that event as Eunice storms into the lead, 18 points to 6.
So now we move into the men's event with Sam and Phil, and they're going to be pursued by Saracen and the Wolfman.
Saracen's on Sam while Wolf's pursuing Phil, and they met up on Pyramid in the quarterfinals. Earlier, Phil told us about that encounter.
Well, in this game, there is an element of skill and, of course, the element of luck, as there is in most games. And for those people watching the last show in the quarterfinals, I did have a bit of luck. It was great because we've done the Pyramid, which is the new game this season, and Wolf actually threw me off 3 times. And on the 3rd time I hit the canvas, and by this time you're getting tired, by the way, I looked up and he was sat on a step giving it the old, "Are you coming?" And I thought, God, you know, you got some neck. But as I looked, there was tumbling just above him was my opponent and Cobra. And they just took him out. They just took him off the step. And I thought, God, thanks very much. And just straight away at the top without being chased. It was fantastic. Easy 10 points.
I'm not sure he's going to get the same easy ride in this event.
Contenders, you will go on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Well, the lighter contenders should have an advantage in this event, being faster than their heavier counterparts. Oops, looks like Sam came off the beam a little early there. John Anderson let it go. Neck and neck on the wire bridge. Both very fast on the hand ladder. Sam with his left thigh bandage. It's not stopping him moving quickly, though. Saracen well up on Phil. Unfortunately, he's chasing Sam. Sam over the high wall. Phil slips. Sam sprints to the tape to pick up his 10 points. Phil follows him for 5, and the Wolf not in the frame.
Sam, you were fast.
I wanted to have that one. I thought I was gonna be a bit slow because of my leg. I got a bit of a dead leg, and I thought I was gonna get the Wolfman as well because I wanted to run him down to the ground. But maybe next time, Wolfman.
Well, there was nothing dead about your leg. I mean, that really was a fast course indeed. You left Saracen standing almost.
Yeah. I must say, I went a bit faster because I know Saracen's really good on the overhand there, and he's got that long reach as well, so I had to move it. You know what I mean? Thanks a lot, Sal.
10 points to Sam. Phil, I mean, really very, very fast once again. That was tremendously fast.
Yeah, I was okay over the first half. When I hit the cargo nets, or the bedded nets there, bad mistake straight away, flat down, and I thought Wolf was going to be on my tail actually, but got away with it. And the same thing happened on the second one, so I'm not really happy with that. But you know,
you got through, and you got some points. And the question remains: where was the Wolfman?
He was lucky.
Hello, here come the excuses.
But Mr. Wolfman, he actually fell over twice on the scramble nets.
Are you saying I'm not
No,
good?
no, I'm not saying that at all. I wouldn't say that. That's it. Thank you, sir. Oh!
That's not funny. I'm not impressed.
And neither will we with that performance, Wolfie. Sam 14, Phil 11.
Well, after all that, we're going to take a well-deserved break. Don't go away. End of part one. We'll be back very shortly for more exciting fun on the Gladiators! Hoorah!
Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena and to part 2 of this, our very first semi-final. Now, each event brings our contenders just that little bit closer to the eliminator. So we're going to kick off with event number 3, which is Polax. And first up tonight is Eunice, and she faces Nightshade.
Nightshade, 6 foot and 11 stone, taking on Eunice, who's never been up the pole before.
The poles. Rotate the poles. Remove the bridges. 3, 2, 1.
Well, both these girls into martial arts, Nightshade into Taekwondo. Oh, falters a little there. This is very close. Nightshade first, and Eunice poleaxed. And I must say that's the closest Nightshade's come to losing her unbeaten record in this event. Splash.
Well, I suppose, Eunice, in all fairness, this was your first time, and there always has to be a first time. I have to say, it looked to me as if you were actually ahead of Nightshade, but you had trouble locating the electronic impact button. Is that right?
Well, take nothing away from Nightshade, but I'd been told in practice, count your steps, and I got to 6, And I thought, I forgot what number I was on. And I was young. And everyone says, when you get to 11, reaching the buttons there. And I'm going, oh, is this 11 or 10 or what? And then I just looked up, but then I heard that fateful noise that, you know, your steps are coming out like, so closed my eyes and
it was just a matter of split seconds. I mean, hundreds of seconds even. Let's hear it for Eunice.
Eunice's mum knows how close she came.
Next up against Nightshade, it's Erica.
Erica, 5'7" and 10 stone 7.
Mount the poles. Rotate the poles. Remove the bridges. 3, 2, 1.
Erica, last time she was up the pole, scored 10 points against our bird of prey, Falcon. Can she repeat that performance against Nightshade? Oh, but with Nightshade, Erica's given the flying lesson.
Gladiator, dismount.
And the thing about this event, win or lose, you've got to take that trip to the bottom.
I have to say, Erica, that was a great shame. I mean, it couldn't have been closer. It looked to me as if you hit it, but perhaps not in the right spot.
Before I realised it, the button was there. I was actually above it. So I must have counted wrong or something, I don't know. It was literally waist height, so I could have got it earlier. I thought, oh, damn, missed it, and that's it. As soon as, you know, you just know it's over.
Well, still a few more events to come. And here's the lady who managed to chase you to the top. You make it look so easy.
Well, I can assure you it's not easy. When you're going up there, it may seem a very short game, but I feel like I'm up there for hours. So congratulations to both Erica and Eunice, but I'm really glad I was faster on that occasion.
Let's hear it for Erica. And then let's hear it for Nightshade.
Nightshade keeping a clean sheet. The scores remain the same.
So now we move into the men's event. First up is Sam, and tonight he faces Hunter. Over to John Anderson.
Hunter, it amazes me how he gets that 17.5 stone up that pole.
Rotate the poles. Remove the bridges. 3, 2, 1.
Well, Sam outsprinted the Gladiators on Powerball, so will he be able to do the same up the pole? And the answer is no.
Gladiator, dismount.
Well, Sam, on this occasion, you've become Sam, the man that can't.
Unfortunately, yeah. I was trying to count the steps up there, and I think I just mistimed the step, and then I stumbled a little bit. That's a long way to go just to switch the lights off, innit?
You're absolutely right. Let's hear it for Sam. Next up against Hunter, it's Phil.
Phil, 5'11",
Over to John Anderson.
and 12 stone 7.
Mount the poles. Rotate the poles. Remove the bridges. 3, 2, 1.
And Phil will be aware that Hunter's not invincible. Hunter beaten by Paul Beswick a couple of weeks ago. Oh, Hunter trips there, but that doesn't stop him striking the impact button. Phil's poleaxed.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah, I had 2 bad holes, actually, and I slipped a little bit on. But I still thought I was going to do, I was like a little bit behind half a second, but a miss is as good as a mile, isn't it?
Well, listen, you're a man, you're very good with your words. What's it like to fall 36 feet like that? Let's hear it for Phil! You seem to eat those pegs up.
Well, these 2 guys beat me in the rounds on the wall with a head start, so I was determined this time, starting off together, to get to the top first.
A little bit of a vengeance.
Definitely, yeah.
Let's hear it for Hunter!
That is frightening, but I'm still buzzing from that fall.
Hunter doing a good job as usual, keeping the guys out of the point. Scores remain the same.
Event number 4.
hit and run. Eunice is on her platform and she's going to be facing 4 of our gladiators. They are Panther and Scorpio! Zodiac and Falcon!
The trim physiques of the gladiators there, and earlier Eunice told us about the special training diet she's been on for gladiators.
As far as I've got in Gladiators, right, as soon as my nan realised I was going on Gladiators, she made a big batch of bread pudding like this. And my nan always says, in the war years ago, people used to fight over her bread pudding. And then I started eating it, got on Gladiators, right, and now everybody runs around there on a Saturday morning to my nan's house to get the bread pudding before I get it. So that's where my trainings come in. I have to sprint up to my nan's, which is about half a mile from our house, to get my bread pudding before everyone else.
Contender, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
So 2 points every time that tummy full of bread pudding crosses the bridge. Just like that. Taking it very gingerly, but picking up the points.
4.
The Gladiators having no success with their demolition balls at the moment. Oh, he's dodging well.
10.
Great points. Oh, taken from behind. Didn't see that one coming. Good score, 10 points. In the replay, we can see that Eunice waits to dodge Scorpio's ball and gets whacked from behind by Zodiac.
Well done, Eunice. You were doing so well there. What happened?
Yeah, I thought I had my tactics right. And then Zodiac got a sneaky one in behind. But all the fun of the game, I enjoyed it. And good luck to Erica, who's up next.
I mean, is that the trick? Stopping and starting all the time, making the gladiators think you're going to run?
It is a trick to a point, but sometimes the best aim of the game is just to run. Just to literally just run.
Just go hell for leather and just run.
Run there and run back.
Well done, Eunice. 10 points!
Family happy with those 10 points, especially little Carly.
And next up to face our gladiators is Erica! Over to John Anderson.
Contender, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Erica Rogerson, our 29-year-old teacher from Lancashire, hoping to give the gladiators a lesson on this bridge.
4.
Doing well at the moment, dodging the balls.
6.
And oh no! The teacher's been expelled. Falcon getting in a corker of a conker. The gladiators enjoying every moment of that success. Wonder who choreographed that. As if I didn't know. Scorpio giving it the hippie shake, but enough of this entertainment. Back at the scoreboard, Eunice 28, Erica.
On to the men's event. And first up is Sam. And he's going to be running against Cobra, Trojan, Warrior, and the Hunter. Over to John Anderson.
Contender, ready!
Well, Sam at 5'8".
Gladiators, ready!
Should be small enough to dodge these balls.
3, 2, 1.
Recreation officer Sam evading the balls. Oh, by ducking underneath them.
2.
And Sam pushes that ball back.
4.
And he's nimble on his feet. He's ducking and diving out there. And he's underneath Warrior's ball. And that will not please Warrior. Oh, Hunter's taking him out.
Sam, it was the Hunter. He got you from behind. You didn't see it coming, did you?
No, I must have missed that. I didn't have my eyes on him. Take your eyes off for a second and that's it. You're off. Good one, Gladiator.
Tell us, Sam, what's up with your leg? What have you done?
Well, I think it was in Powerball. I had Warrior land on me, and it just gave me a little bit of dead leg on my thigh. So that's giving me a slight bit of problems. That's about it.
Nothing too serious, we hope. We can continue.
My mind's still there, so I'm going to continue.
Well done, Sam. You got 6 points. And the second of our male contenders is Phil. Over to John Anderson.
Contender, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
All the contenders enjoy this event. They say it's better to be hit by a demolition ball than by a gladiator. Oh, and that blow knocked Phil off his feet, though. Hits again. Stays on. Hunter's getting his eye in. Oh, one ball knocks him into another. And he ducks under Warriors to add more insult to injury. Well, he's certainly got his tactics right here. Oh, misses too. He's got the luck of the devil. Ah, look at that. On the final whistle, they get him off.
Well done, Phil. You've got the tricks there. You've got some tricks in the bag, haven't you, eh?
Well, I'm an old dog, John, and I, you know what I mean?
You nearly went there.
I did, actually. On the first ball, I thought, oh, no, I'm going to go. Just teetered on the edge. Managed to get in. Done a bit of a snake crawl. And here I am with 4 points.
Is that something you've been practicing, that snake crawl, as you call it?
Not at all. That was pure luck.
Well done, Phil. 8 points.
So after 4 events, Sam's on 20, Phil a point behind on 19. Next event, duel.
First up is Eunice, and tonight she faces Nightshade. Over to John Anderson.
On guard.
Eunice giving Nightshade 5 inches and a stone in weight.
3, 2, 1.
Eunice stayed on for a draw last time out in this event. And Nightshade, relentless as ever. Never really gives her opponent a chance to get back. But the jabs, not doing an awful lot. And she'll be pleased to be able to stand back there and keep away from this punishment. And it's all one-way traffic at the moment. Nightshade won't let it... Oh, look at that! Knocks it out of her hand! Now, how's John Anderson going to call this? Was it 0 on the clock? Nightshade, what a prolific work rate. No one gets one in while she's around.
Well, Eunice, we've had to check back on our recording, in fact, because it was very, very close between your pugil stick falling and touching the mattresses and John Anderson blowing the whistle. Were you aware of that?
Yeah, I was very aware. I don't know the outcome. Are you going to tell me?
Well, we certainly are going to tell you as soon as we get the results. It is a very tough game up there. Nightshade, obviously, as well, has the height advantage. But the good news is, you got your 5 points! Well done. And it's great, isn't it, to have that extra 5 points as you move into the eliminator?
Yeah, them 5 points are going to be so important to me. And I just made it. I know I just made it by the skin of my teeth. I know I am.
Well, maybe Lady Luck's shining on you tonight. Let's hear it for Eunice! Well done. Well, next up against Nightshade, it's Erica! Over to John Anderson.
On guard. 3, 2, 1.
Erica the same height as Eunice, which means she's also giving away 5 inches to Nightshade. And she's taking some pretty heavy blows now. And not seeing where they're coming from. Oh, she's bailed out! And who can blame her? Pugil stick, it's a mullering stick she's got. John Anderson there moving in to see what's happened. She really does take some blows and says, no, thank you, get me out of here. Well, that's good to see. She's on her feet. And the first one to help is Nightshade.
Well, thank goodness for that. I saw the hits there. They were very, very forceful. How are you feeling?
I feel like I've been hit with a ton of bricks.
Was it the force of the helmets? In fact, it looks as if you sustained a little bit of bruising on the sides of your head.
That was from last time she hit me.
And you came back for more. Are you all right? I know your parents are sitting over there. They're terribly worried as well. Just reassure them.
I'm all right. I just felt like I was going a bit dizzy, and when she caught me the second time, I was just like, wow. And I just knew when.
Well, go off and take a little bit of a break before we set in on the eliminator. No points on this time, but you did very well to come up and come and join me here. Well done. Let's hear it for Erica.
After 5 events, we can see Eunice has an outstanding lead, 33 points to 12.
So now we move into the men's event with Sam, who tonight faces the awesome Shadow.
This man's statistics speak for themselves. 6'3", 53-inch chest, and Sam knows that every ounce of that 17.5-stone body weight will be behind each blow of his pugil stick. But Sam will admit he's got through this competition on his great sense of humour.
Winding up the Gladiators is something I do pretty naturally. Well, back at home in the gym and all that, I always take the mickey out of everybody. I can't help it. It's just the way I am. I think that's what relaxes me a bit. You're going to be seeing a lot more of that, you know what I mean, as the show goes on. I mean, I'm picking on, like, Wolf at the moment because he's just easy bait. So I'm going to start moving up, like, through the ranks, Hunter, then on to Shadow later on, do you know what I mean? As if I'm still there anyway. I know he's got something for me, so I'll be waiting for that.
Well, he doesn't need to wind Shadow up. Just blow the whistle and let him go. Sam ducking, but not diving. Just like the way Sugar Ray Leonard used to box. Tire your opponent out by making them do all the work. And then come back at them. But Sam yet to make his comeback at the moment. He's taking all the blows, but throwing nothing back. Dodging and weaving. Only using his pugil stick to parry Shadow's blows, and not that successfully either. There it is, 5 points for the draw. Never really went for the 10, though. In the replay, the force of Shadow's blows bending Sam's pugil stick.
Next up against Shadow, it's Phil. Over to John Anderson.
On guard. 3, 2, 1.
Phil, ex-Navy man, getting to work immediately and already putting up a better fight than Sam did. Oh, overbalanced a bit there, but Shadow stung into action. The question is not if, but when. And the answer's now.
Well, Phil, you had trouble controlling your pugil stick, let alone your legs.
Yeah, absolutely. What can I say? I mean, he knocked it a couple of times, slid through. I wish in a way I hadn't wore these, but that's no, you know, that's no excuse or anything. The blows just striking down, trying to get hold of it and fend them off is quite a job, you know. But the initial blow that I knocked him on the leg there, I mean, that was the plan, like, try and get the leg loose and then come up high.
He did look a little bit unstable for, well, he's standing right behind me, so I'd say for like 100th of a second.
That's why I give him a shock, didn't I, for about a second, that's really...
Absolutely. Hey, that's something to go over and remember, isn't it? Let's hear it for Phil. And let's hear it for our gladiator, Shadow.
Phil set out to fight but went away empty-handed. Sam came to defend and picked up 5 points, and I have to respectfully say I don't think that's fair at this stage of the semis. But there's the score anyway, 25 to 19.
Well, excitement beyond your wildest dreams waits just around the corner as our eliminator will choose 2 of our finalists for 1994. Join us after the break here on Gladiators. Literally moments away from finding out who is going to go through to our final here, 1994. So it's ladies first, and Eunice is 21 points ahead, which will give her a 10.5-second head start.
10.5 seconds to Eunice will seem like a lifetime to Erica.
Eunice, you will go on my first whistle. Erica, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Eunice completed the eliminator course in 1 minute 15 in her heat and then knocked 4 seconds off that to put in a time of 1:11 in her quarter-final. What will she do it in today? Erica starts. Oh, took the high hurdle very badly. Has to be said, she's faster than Eunice around this course. Completed her quarter-final eliminator run in 1 minute 5. I don't honestly believe Erica has done herself justice in this show, capable of giving far more than she's given today. But that happens to athletes, good days and bad days. And Eunice powers on. Down that zip line. And Erica having a bad day at the office, struggling on that cargo net. Eunice taking it very cautiously along the balance beam, knows she's just a travelator away from the grand final. And here she comes, Liverpool housewife Eunice Hutt-Hart, our first ladies finalist. And all that on a tummy full of a grandma's bread pudding. What a corker! Mum and Dad celebrating, as will the whole of Anfield. Erica had tremendous support from her family and friends. Now she powers up the travelator. Yes, all the way through the paper burst. And Mum's delighted with her.
Well, Eunice, you worked incredibly hard for this tonight, and you've got where you want to be, a place in the final of Gladiators 1994.
Can't believe it, I just can't believe it. It's a step closer. One more time, just one more. That title's mine.
And are your crowd going to be back next time?
Thanks a lot, you lot.
Let's hear it for Eunice. Well done and congratulations.
Well done, Erica. Completed the course, most important thing. Very sportsmanlike thing to do. Found it hard, didn't you?
Seemed to take forever. It really did seem to take forever, because the other twice I've done it, I had a head start and it just went like that. That really did seem to take for ages and ages.
But you completed the course anyway, and I'm sure you enjoyed it, yes?
Yes, I did. And thank you, Haslingden High School. You have been brilliant.
Let's hear it for Erica!
Erica's been brilliant too, just couldn't cope with the sheer power and determination of her own Gladiator Liver Bird, Eunice Hutt-Hart. We'll see her again in the final. Let's not forget Erica, who on paper looked like she had the beating of Eunice, but on the day couldn't produce the goods.
Well, after that, I think we're all due a timeout.
Favourite comedian? I've got to say, I love Les Dawson because of all the faces that he can pull, but I also like Mike Myers out of Wayne's World. He's excellent.
Rowan Atkinson, because I love him in Mr. Bean.
Duncan Norvell, Brian Connolly, Morecambe and Wise. All the daft type of humour.
My favourite comedian is someone I worked with fairly recently, a guy called Jim Davidson. He had me in stitches from the minute I met him to when I went home. He's a really funny guy.
My favourite comedian, Richard Pryor.
My favourite comedian is Jo Brand, because I never watch anything she does without creasing up with laughter.
My favourite comedian, I like Eddie Murphy, and I also like Richard Pryor, because they're very funny.
My favourite comedian is definitely Rowan Atkinson. I love his style and his humour. Mr. Bean, Blackadder.
My favourite comedian is Bobby Dever. I was fortunate enough to spend a couple of weeks with him. He's mad as a hat and one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
My favourite comedian has to be Rowan Atkinson, but I know half the Gladiator team have said that. I also like Eddie Murphy. His stand-up comedy is very good.
So now we move into the men's eliminator, where Sam leads by 6 points. That will convert into a 3-second head start.
Sam's got a 3-second head start, but a dead leg as well.
Sam, you will go on my first whistle.
Will that affect him?
Phil, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Sam has completed the course in 56 seconds, and Phil has done it in 1 minute 3. And if you remember Sam's last eliminator, it took a slow-motion replay to show that he'd just beaten Andy Riddick through the paper burst by 100th of a second. Sam comfortably over the rolling beam. And Donna giving it plenty. Just like her boyfriend Phil. But it's Sam up the cargo net first. He's up and running. Down the zip line. And Phil is close on his tail. Sam's over the balance beam. How will that dead leg survive on the Travelator? Oh, it does, though! Sam Kojo, recreation officer, dives through the paper burst and into the final! And Phil can't believe it. That's the fastest he's ever completed the course. 56 seconds.
I have to thank you. You almost didn't spare us that dead heat eliminator that you put us through in the quarterfinals. That really was a terrific dive.
I thought the last show was too tight, and I didn't want Rika to have a baby this time, but she came close to it last time. So I'll keep her nice and cool. How'd you like that one?
And how'd you like a place in the final?
Lovely, thanks a lot. I'll take that.
Let's hear it for Sam. Well done. Congratulations.
Unlucky Phil, miserations. You nearly caught him up there on the Travelator. What actually happened?
I don't know, John. I mean, you know, you set your sights, off you go. I knew when I hit the beam, I was pretty good over the beam, so I was going to catch him on that. He landed just before me. I seen him mount the Travelator. Started to go myself, and obviously your legs are really tired by then. Saw Sam stumble. I thought, flipping it, here it is. My leg's just as tired. I stumble. And he got me on the tip. Good man.
You got so far, Phil. We'll be sorry to lose you. Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, enjoyment's not the word. I mean, if there's anyone out there that's watching this show, and there will be about 14 million people, if you've got the determination, the guts, the courage, ability, you will get nothing like this. It's absolutely fantastic.
Well, there you are. You've heard it from Phil. Well done, Phil.
So Sam and Eunice have earned themselves a place in our final. Who will join them there? Join us next week to find out here on the Gladiators.
For safety reasons, do not attempt to recreate any of the events you have seen on Gladiators.
Viewers, you will go on my first whistle to the kitchen and make a cuppa and be back in time for more Gladiators next on Challenge. Whilst over on Pick, nothing to declare, well, I think there's some people who might have something to say about that.